Satan's Bed from 1986 is a perfect rip-off from Nightmare on Elm Street. No, I'm joking. It's a complete rip-off and complete crap. But it's from the guy who made Lady Terminator and another movie I can't remember the title of at the moment from last week. Uh, in other words, it's a must-watch. It is completely insane, just like Lady Terminator. Not quite the same insanity, nowhere near. Actually, not quite in the same insanity. Nowhere near the same insanity. But it is from Indonesian insanity, which immediately gives it some more than just a few pointers. An Nightmare on Elm Street mixed with a sprinkle of Poltergeist as the film heads towards its ending is a good, well, arguably a good way of putting this film together. There are scenes lifted straight out of A Nightmare on Elm Street and done with their own weirdness style, but it's obvious they're ripped off straight from A Nightmare on Elm Street. 100%. I'm honestly surprised that they didn't get sued. To be perfectly honest, just because they're lifted so much, I'm honestly surprised they weren't sued, didn't get their arsehole sued, arsehole sued completely for doing this. If Steven Spielberg could make what could sue and make the makers of White Shark, I don't know how the hell Indonesia got away with doing this, but they did, and I congratulate Moviedrone congratulates them for that. They deserve a round of applause for managing to get away, ripping this off. There is obviously an Indonesian title for this movie, which I cannot pronounce. So you'll have to look it up. You'll have to look Satan's Bed. If you're interested in watching this movie, it's best to look it up online. You won't find it anywhere. You won't find it anywhere unless I'm talking at my bottom. It turns out it's on YouTube somewhere. And if by some miracle I find it on YouTube, I will put the link below. I haven't had a chance to look yet, but I very much doubt I'm going to find it. I had to find it by other means just to be able to view the movie, but I had to see it because it's done by the same man who done Lady Terminator and Deadly. I think it's called Deadly Seductress. Whatever it was that the film was, obviously the videos online on the channel. Just look for it, and you'll know what I'm talking about. This film is insane. But not as insane as the as on Late Terminator, because I said a last percent of it. The problem is it takes far too much of its time ripping stuff straight out of an Nightmare on Elm Street. But it is interesting how it starts off ripping something from an Elm Street and sometimes turns it to something else completely. For instance, a scene where they hear a noise outside. They go outside, and 1 minute they're going, oh, they're getting, they 1 minute it's lifted straight from a Nightmare on Elm Street. The next second, there's a gardener weirdness going on. Where there's pervy gardeners staring at them and scares them and stuff like this. And this other lady comes out of nowhere, and who we've not seen till now, but actually appears out of nowhere, and says, "Oh, what are you doing in there? What are you doing there, scaring these kids and all that?" This gardener, right, got such an interestingly weird face. Not a rude. I don't mean a rude. I've got an interestingly weird face. The guy's got this really interestingly weird face that I immediately went, "Oh my god, how awesome! How awesome is this guy?" He's just full of personality because you actually liked him. You're meant to be. I think you're meant to hate him. Well, not hate him, but you're meant to think creepy or some shit like that. They do mention the guy's creepy. They don't do it in a rude way. Unlike an American movie where they'd be slagging the guy off and he'd be shoved aside as a piece of shit. That doesn't happen here. He's actually shown as he has a love interest in a kind of weird way. Although she likes him, but at the same time, does she? It's kind of weird the way they do it. You have to watch the movie to find out what I'm talking about. Oh, this film is hard to talk about. Trust me. Outside the weirdness factor. There's two ghosts in particular. There's two ghosts. Although they get the opening bit, it's got nothing to do with the rest of the movie. And how the hell does there's a character who has Freddy finger type love, except the knives come out his fingers instead of a actual glove knife, but they are Freddy blades, and he looks like he's got a face of someone else's skin on his face, and just a bit like Leatherface as well, which makes him awfully like a complete knockoff of Freddy Krueger and Leatherface in one. It looks like if Freddy Krueger and Leatherface are fucked, this is what we'd have. This is a freaky creature we would end up with. It's kind of the bastard child of those two fuckers. It's fucking weird. There's also a very sexy lady ghost who comes out, who I believe was at the beginning of the movie, and now she's evil. Even though there was no indication she was evil in the opening sequence. Which, by the way, forget the opening sequence because it's got fuck all to do with the rest of the movie, and it makes absolutely no sense why the hell this. You think there'd be some sort of link up? As to, they seem to show that that's why the house is haunted. That's the best you get. That's the reason why the house is haunted, because of the thing that happens at the beginning, which is absolutely no, it's never mentioned again, and there's absolutely no fucking I'm saying a lot, swearing a lot because I'm frustrated trying to work out what the hell's going on in this movie, how to explain it. I can't explain it. It's Indonesian madness. How can you explain Indonesian madness cinema? It is great though. I can't sit here and say it's not entertaining. It wasn't entertaining. I did watch it half asleep. I was very tired last night. I wasn't because I was going, God, this one's boring. I was watching it and I was just very tired, preparing for today's Moviedrone. And I've never seen the film before. I took a risk with this one, see if it was Moviedrone worthy. Yes, it's Moviedrone worthy, but damn if it isn't confusing as hell. And especially when you're watching it half asleep, which gave it a kind of a surreality to it, which probably since I was half asleep anyway, made it even more interesting, to me at least. There's lots of people out there who, mind you, the chant who probably think, what the fuck's he doing? This one's a piece of crap. But true, but again, this is Moviedrone. It's about discovering weirdness. It's all about weirdness. It's about stuff. I would argue. Someone to argue that I should be reviewing only doing movies, films that make you think. That's true. Moviedrone is largely about discovering movies that make you think. This movie doesn't make you think, but at the same time, well, it does. It makes you think how the hell they didn't get sued. But at the same time, it is immensely entertaining. Not like last week's Lady Terminator and Dangerous Seductress. Both of these movies may not make you think, but they're certainly highly entertaining. This movie is from the same director, is exactly the same. And I've found another 2 movies from the same director that I haven't seen yet. The trouble is, one of them has got no subtitles. There's no English subtitles for the other available anywhere. The other one does. But at the same time, there's the argument of, do you really need subtitles for these types of movies anyway? Because they don't make any sense anyway. Without subtitles, they're not really needed. The dialogue's terrible. It's in some cases it's not really worth needing some. Perhaps in this case, it's not really worth one about the subtitles. Throw them out the door. Not worth it. Just watch the film for what it is. Which is what you should be doing with this movie. Just watching it for what it is and be flabbergasted. There is arguably some good stuff in it, really good stuff in it. There's some number of the dream sequences are very atmospheric. Once again, the atmospheres come back into this stuff, but it's true. There's very atmospheric, surreal atmosphere to them, which are arguably a bit better even than Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm saying arguably. I was half asleep last night. If I watched it again, I might be going, oh my god, I just need to say that. But still, I would argue that atmosphere would be better than Nightmare on Elm Street, at least in the atmosphere. Which once again raises the question again of how comes they fucked up the Nightmare on Elm Street remake so badly when it came to the dream sequences. There's a movie, an Indonesian movie from 1986, can rip off a Nightmare on Elm Street, but it still do atmospheric dream sequences, and such good atmospheric dream sequences compared to the fucking remake of Nightmare on Elm Street from 2010, which had a much bigger budget and a studio backing behind it. Well, a little movie that's ripping off the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Also, there's a couple of sequels that come out by then. I'm assuming Nightmare 3 might have been out by the time this one was made. They thought, oh, money, of course. Of course they did. Indonesia, of course, Indonesians are thinking money. We can rip off the original, and let's sprinkle Poltergeist. Yes, there is a sprinkle of Poltergeist in this movie. You have to check out the movie to see what I'm talking about. I can tell you though, the director has become a real discovery for Moviedrone. This guy just keeps giving the gift that keeps on giving when it comes to weird movies, and I'm if I'm here next week raving about another movie this guy's done. Well, at least a couple of weeks. I'm going to give this guy a break next week. I'm doing another movie completely. I'm doing one about a guy who goes around. You'll have to find it. You'll have to wait until next week to find out what I'm talking about. There is another one on the way though. I'm doing another 3 next week. Next week on Moviedrone, there is 2 I can tell you now. Next week on Moviedrone, I'll be talking about Far From Home with Drew Barrymore, which automatically makes you think. Anyone who has only seen the poster for that movie, you're going to be thinking, what, he's sold out? It's the 3rd week and already he's selling out this type of shit. What the hell's this shit? What What the hell is exactly what you're going to be thinking, and I 100% would agree with you, unless you'd actually seen the movie. I'll leave you with that until next week. Why did I choose Far From Home for Moviedrone? You have to wait until next week to get an explanation for that. While that's going through your head, I'll also leave you with the other movie for next week, which is going to be Dead Heat, from the 80s, a classic zombie movie from the 80s, which not enough people know about or talk about. Hence the reason it's also going to be on Moviedrone. Also, there's going to be a third one which I'm not going to talk about yet, because I haven't seen the film yet. It's only fair that I wait until I do. Hopefully I'm right and the film is Moviedrone worthy. I think it will be. We'll see how we go. Either way, hope you track down the movies I've been talking about today. Hope you come back next week and every other week to hear me talking about. Hopefully one day I'll figure out how to get better picture quality and better screenshots. I can put screenshots and stuff up here on the wall. I'm doing on the wall on the back screen here. Till then, keep watching movies, keep enjoying movies, keep tracking down movies that Hollywood refuses to let you see. Fight back and find them yourself. Simple as that. That's what Moviedrone is all about. Until then, this is our Moviedrone. Sign off for another week. See you guys next week. And thank you as always for watching. Oh, subscribe, leave messages, whatever you want. But please do. That's what this is. Also a community of film fans. Let's talk about things. Let's talk about the films we've been talking about this week. If you have any suggestions for Moviedrone, what I can cover, should be covering on Moviedrone, let me know. Give me suggestions. I will decide. I'll be the one who ultimately decides if they're worthy of doing, or if they fit into the Moviedrone stable. But give me suggestions. I'll be more than willing to at least look at them and see what I think. As for now, thank you for watching. See you guys next week.